Hey everyone, in math we've been talking about how to round to the nearest 10 and we're using an open number line to help us. So the strategies we've learned in class is to identify the tens that your number goes in between. So if my number is 37, I know that 37 is in between the 10 of 30 and its next 10 is 40. This part right here is what helps students to make the connection to rounding. We're going to identify the midpoint, which is the number that falls in between 30 and 40. We've found the pattern that we know it's going to have a 5 in the ones place because if we're counting by 10, half of 10 is 5, so it's going to be 35. Now that we've identified the midpoint is when we can go and find the number we're looking for. So the number we're looking to put on this line is 37. I know in between here would be 31, 32, 33, 34, and over here 35. This will help me be more precise, 36, 37. So I'm going to plot that on the line or draw a dot, whatever you choose to do. And then when I go to ask myself, what does this round to the nearest 10? Well, what 10 is it closer to? Is it closer to the 30 or is it closer to the 40? And I'm hoping you said it's closer to the 40 because it is 3 away from it. Next one, I'll do 54. So I'm going to identify the 10 at the beginning, the 10 at the end. 50, I try to say, think of what it's saying. 50, it's giving you the first 10. 54 is 50, and the ending 10 is 60. Don't forget to identify that midpoint, and we know the pattern is it's going to have a 5, so it's 50. 5. Then I'm going to go and plot my number that it's wanting me to find, which is 54, and I know that comes over here, so I'm going to plot it. And I'm going to ask myself, is that 54 closer to 50 or closer to 60? And I know since it hasn't passed the midpoint that we are going to round down and go back to 50. So here's the challenging one. Let's see where you decide to go. 75, so I've said 70, so there's 70. I know that my ending point would be 80. What's my midpoint? 75. Ooh, what's the rule if it's 75? I know you're all saying, oh, well, if it's 5 or more, well, remember why that is. If we are if we are labeling our 75 on there, are we going to, if we were walking, are we going to continue walking to round up, or would you turn around and go back? And the answer is that we are going to round anything with a 5 or more in the ones place up to 80. I hope this helps you with tonight's homework, and I'll see you later.